Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video. And yeah, sorry I haven't posted for like a day. Jeez, I don't know what the hell YouTube would do without me. Um, yeah, uh, busy messing around with those damn women of the night, man. Oh, they're a good time, but just nothing but trouble. Anyway, yeah, it's just like, I love women sometimes, but yeah, when you hang around them for like a day, you're like, oh yeah, this is why I stay single. And it was fun while it lasted. Anyway, so we're gonna have some discussions on this channel today. We're gonna be talking about the battle of Vapor versus Pokemon Joey. That's a hot topic right now, so why not bring it up? So I think we can take a little bit away from both of these guys, um, and learn a little bit from both of them. I don't think either one of them are terrible personalities. Actually, yeah, fuck them both. But um, I don't think they're like they're definitely people you can learn from. Like Vapor, the thing I like about Vapor is he is more of a value buyer. And value buying is very good. Like, don't get me wrong. He basically is telling you guys the same shit I said about Lost Origin cases. Right now, there is not a premium on them. You can get a case of Lost Origin for like 28, 2900. I don't think that's a bad deal. So that's what we learned from Vapor. We learned that I think where Vapor is messing up, though, is he's saying buy the regular ETBs at 85. And I do agree with Pokemon Joey on this take that the Pokemon Center ETBs for 160 or where it's at, 170. Even if you get them in the twos, I don't think you're going to be doing bad. But, so, I agree with Pokemon Joey in that sense. I don't think regular ETBs are, like, going to be extremely great, but at $85, shit, they're not bad. Anyway, so that's what we learned from Vapor, is more of a, you know, looking for value in the market constantly. I mean, he's more of a day by day Timmy. And, and I do want to do a shout out to Vapor. I like Vapor. I think he makes meaningful content and very informative content. Even though a lot of people clown on him, I don't, I don't like that he gets painted as like, oh, Vapor's buying prismatic ETBs for 160. Yeah, Vapor's not doing that. He's probably buying them for like the 85 range. And that's pretty tough to get burnt on, I think. But either way, so that is the Vapor way of investing. And I prefer it, honestly, more than the wildness of Pokemon Joey. And I have a little bit of Pokemon Joey in me, too, where I buy everything that is just a good deal. And I think that's kind of what Pokemon Joey does is like if you see like, he buys a lot of singles that, it's like, well, if he finds the deal on them, he just grabs them. And singles I want to talk about picking up are these Squirtles, man. I think they're such a good pickup. They just recently dropped to like $50, and I think for that card, such a bargain for it being a major chase card. But he also buys up like a lot of like mint condition vintage cards like I do that are just old and expensive in PSA 10s, which I do like that strategy. It works very well. So that is sort of Pokemon Joey's strategy, and buying older boxes. And, then we get to like your more veteran people of like me, like Pokey Plumber, where we're mostly into buying like older boxes that appreciate faster, like Unbroken Bonds, Ancient Origins, Team Up. So, that you can learn from us is like that we're kind of more into like, you got to go for the older stuff that there's less of. But yeah, so next thing, there's two other things I want to get into my discussion, taking away just from all the nonsense floating around on YouTube. And it's talking about booster bundles. And this is why I said on this channel that like a lot of people think these are a great investment, and technically you're up, guys, like don't get me wrong, but when you go to sell a booster bundle, and I mean, I get it will move, but I feel like you're gonna have like a hard time like going up to someone and be like, you want a Crown Zenith bundle for 90? Like I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, bruh, you know what I mean, compared to like being like, hey, do you want a Crown Zenith ETB for like 180? And someone will, like obviously scoop it up pretty fast. So that's why I tend to prefer ETBs over bundles. Like even for example with Prismatic, if you're going to pick between the regular ETB or the bundle, I would say to just go with the regular ETB, because like, what's the bundle, like 60, and the regular ETB you can get for 85. You might as well just get the regular ETB, you know, like, that's kind of my point, because like the ETB will definitely move, but like it's the same thing with these 151 bundles. Is like, when you go to sell them, like, what are they at, like 70, 80 now? Like, I'm gonna have to give someone a bit of a deal to take it, and yeah, I'll probably sell for like 70. You're not gonna make a shit ton of money, and they're just not as liquid as like ETBs. And there's no like unique promo in them to go up and be worth money. Like, you know, like Champion's Path, for example, or Crown Zenith, like the promos are slowly getting more expensive. So that's just something to take away on this channel of why I don't heavily invest into booster bundles. But sealed cases of booster bundles is a different story. That will kind of probably be more desirable. I think Twilight Masquerade bundles right now, if you can find a super good deal on a case, isn't terrible. But I would go with the PC ETBs any day of the week over that. But next thing I want to get into discussion is, we were talking about on this channel of Gengar VMAX going up. And I want to explain the uniqueness of this card. It is just an incredible card, but, you know, looking at it, Cool Trainer Ryan graded one of these, and he only got a PSA 7 on it, which shows kind of, and like, dude, it looked really clean too. It shows this card's kind of difficult to grade, even though it has a high pop. That, you know, if you just pull one out of a pack, the chances of getting a 10 are just really, like, still tough, you know? So that's something to take into consideration on this card, that I think the PSA 10s will hold a massive premium over 9s. Well, they already do, but I think that could help this card surge in price to like the 2K to 2,500 range. Possibly, stick with me, the video that he put out about it could really inform people of how difficult it kind of is to get a PSA 10 Gengar. So you could see this card really surge up to like the $2,000, 2,500. I don't think that's like a far stretch, because it really should be that expensive when you consider how expensive it is to open Fusion Strike. Next thing I want to talk about are 151 singles. As much as I'm not into the set right now, here are some cards you can value buy. First of all, this isn't 151, but the Drowsy Man, I'm telling you, if you guys can find these for like the $20 range, they're still like good pickups in my opinion, if you can find mint copies. But let me see what we got. But the Venusaur, like, it has dropped to like $50. And I think that is so cheap for that card. And the Alakazam. I think the Venusaur and Alakazam, like, are just really cheap right now for what they are. If you want to get in on singles really good. Same with the Squirtle, the Terapagos. I mean, just all those are just really cheap right now. I mean, there's no like denying how cheap they are. Anyway, the main thing I want to talk about on this channel though was why you should never open up a card shop. Like, I want to explain this, that opening up a card shop is one of the dumbest fucking things you can do. And I'm honestly surprised that someone like Mason has survived as long as he has, because, like, dude, paying rent every month on a card shop would fucking suck. Like, I was just thinking that the other day, like, even though I've done crazy good on Pokemon and like I've done good on my investments, if I had a $6,000 to $8,000 bill every month for having the shop, like, it would just drain all of the profits that I've made. I mean, that, like, if you are going to like get into this heavily, you should not even think about starting a card shop. I mean, there's just not enough money in it to really justify opening a card shop. And I'm here to tell you guys that firsthand. I'm not someone that has opened a card shop, but I'm someone that basically runs one. And I'm telling you, like, I would be crushed if I was paying $6,000 to $8,000 a month. I mean, that is just nuts. I mean, that's like giving away, like, every month I'd have to give 2 of my Lost Origin cases back. Like, yeah, that's not going to work, you know, long term. So, especially on the ball hair tight margins that they run. I mean, most of the time these card shops make like 20 to 30 a box, if that. I mean, like, and you got to sell thousands and thousands. It's just really pretty much impossible to do a card shop. And I mean, Rudy's talked about this before. And I can definitely verify that it is not fucking worth it at all. Like, it sounds like a fun dream that you would want. It's not, like a passion to open a card shop, but you're really just better off opening one in your fucking closet, bro. Like, and that is why the card shops have been getting crushed. Because if you have a card shop just in your closet, you can hold the shit you like and sell the stuff you don't. And it isn't like you have to sell everything immediately so you can rethrow the money into something else. Like, if you believe in Lost Origin, you can just sit it back there and not sell it. And I mean, you can still do that with a card shop, but it's just like you're worrying about your bills and stuff. So you want to really just churn and burn, and that's not really the way to do things. It's more or less just be patient and let the market flush out and then let this stuff get old. And I mean, that is the broken glitch in Pokemon that I don't think a lot of people realize, that if you just keep holding and holding and holding and holding and holding, your stuff will eventually just be fucking expensive, and that's why we say on this channel, like, Lost Origin cases right now, getting in on them is not terrible, because if you just sit on them for like 3 to 5 years, they're going to be $1,000 each. I mean, simple as that. It really, like, it sounds too easy, but like, having that patience to just leave it sit there and not collect your money is, that's where you earn your money at, essentially. And that's why opening a card shop is just not worth it. And it will bury you. And it will probably rob you of the little bit of money that you do have. So do not do that, like, at all. Even if you're rich, do not do it. Like, I've thought about it before, and then I really ran the numbers. I'm like, this would never theoretically work. So do not open a card shop. You will get destroyed. I always see people bitching about running card shops, and they're always losing money. They're always behind, and yeah, it's just not worth it. So, what's next that I wanted to talk about? That's pretty much covering mostly everything I really wanted to speak about on this channel for today. Yeah, we covered all the drama. But yeah, like, we all can't be PokeDean and run card shops, guys. I mean, that guy may be doing it, but we are not PokeDean, guys. So don't even try to be PokeDean or you will get destroyed. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the Opossum Bud channel, man. I'm just getting so, like, dude, I don't know how people watch this content on the daily. Like, it is so fucking boring. It's just like bitching. It's just like, he'll be like, oh, check out this PSA 10 trainer card, guys. Like I'm not a scalper, bro. See, I own cards that most scalpers don't buy. And it's just like, bro, you don't got to convince people. Like, you fucking buy Pokemon. Big whoop. Like, it's not like, just because you own some trainer cards and you have sealed products hoarded away somewhere, that, like, yeah, we know you fucking like to make money on Pokemon just like anybody else. It's just the fucking name of the game, dude. Like, anyone that's like, like, holding Pokemon just because they own some damn trainer cards doesn't, like, make them not considered like a scalper or whatever. But, like, we're all just fucking people that buy this shit, and believe in it. It's just, that's what it is. I hate the word scalper on anybody because it's just so stupid. But it's just like, if you own a product and it goes up in value, you're going to be pumped and then sell it. Like, is that scalping? I don't know. Like, I just find it weird. And it's just weird, like, when you own a bunch of Pokemon and you're bitching about scalpers and shit like that. It's just, to me, it's so, like, hypocritical, because it's like, you literally own thousands of dollars in cards, so shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. But I just feel like he bitches a lot. Which, yeah, is pretty lame. But anyway, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover on this channel today. Just kind of going over everything, my opinion on things. Another debate going on right now is, what's a better set, Chilling Reign, Brilliant Stars, or Silver Tempest? I still think Chilling Reign will age like a fine wine. I just think that Blaziken, even though a lot of people say, well, pick the Charizard set, bro, I just think that Blaziken card will age so well like a fine wine that I really believe in Chilling Reign long term more than Silver Tempest and Brilliant Stars. But I guess we'll see what happens in the long term. I do like the Lugia out of Silver Tempest, but as far as buying it as a booster box, I would probably go with Chilling Reign just because it's a lot deeper set, a lot more hits. But either way, I think that'll drive the box to probably being Fusion Strike level soon. I mean, essentially to me, they were close to the same set, really, like value-wise. It blows my mind that Fusion's like way more now, but either way, that's just my opinion on the market and where things are. But let's see, we got 151 Pokemon Center ETBs going up to, they're like 611 now. Prismatic, I still think getting in Prismatic is not bad. God, every time I look at these SPCs, I'm like, man, it's like these stand out like more in my collection than I think anything does. Besides, like, well, besides my cases, but yeah, they're just a beautiful box, man. That no matter what the price is, that they really just are cool pickups. I don't really care what anyone says. I think long term, you're gonna be looking at a win with the Pokemon Center ETBs in specific, but the SPCs not bad either. So yeah, that's where things are. The market's wild, and yeah, Dean's getting married, and yeah, he's having fun with the women of the night. Anyway, that's all we have for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out to go find some more women and fuck off. Have a good one.